We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready! 70, Indy. Yeah. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Alert 3. He's coming.
Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go. 55,
to throw again. Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, tight. Shift. Switch gears. Gun. Undercrunch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Allen on third. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. This is caught by Antonio Brown. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, Charlie. Shit. Right there. 50, right there. 54 miles.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
60 or.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Protein spill.
On 2nd and 9, Allen completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Tighten up, tighten up.
Regular.
Check 4, check 4. Check 31, check 31.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen completes it to Hardman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, Echo.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram hauls it in. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stop your butt.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 39 yards there. A big one. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 55 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here I come again. Say. Pick the edge. Go. Check go.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, baby.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
He's crashing.
On play action, Allen. Out to his left. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. From the gun, it's Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now Elliott. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch that. Check your hot read. Shoot. Joker.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Mike, 319. 55. Double dog. That's the way. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jim. Watch safety. Safety's quick.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check 26, check 26. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, exit.
Big stop, let's go.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. 5.
Jones throwing to start the drive. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Set, ready? 60 or.
55. Hey, keep it up.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Get it.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Allen will try again on second down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll go to Barkley again. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yards.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Go, go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, and to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Alert.
Shift. Shift.
Monday.
Out. Check 50. Check 50.
On first down, it's Elliott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
50.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you.
On second and 11 now. Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Julian Love picks it. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Check 24. He's checking. Crash. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 36.
Hey.
Watch twins. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, Orbit. You better be afraid of me.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Right here. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
On 2nd and 9, Allen is going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check it back.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They go play action here on 1st down. And some room to work. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pick me up. Half 10. Check.
Back.
Alert.
Switch. Watch the edge.
Regular. What's up?
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Middle.
Mike 27. Get that quarterback. And up.
5 wide.
Watch the shift. Deuce.
Half 85.
Again, it's Elliott.
Check.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mike 47.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the twist.
Hard.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts.
It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, fellas.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see